Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Dance.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
I'm here with the champ, Mr. Nick Walker. How you feeling, sir?
What's good, Caveman? I'm feeling good. I'm excited for fight week, man. How you doing?
Me too, man. Me too. So you're taking on Izar Cruden. Man, that guy is a savage. What do you know about him?
Man, we getting straight into it. I wanted to start off and say Happy Mother's Day to anybody watching. No, everybody
Yeah,
already
Happy
got
Mother's
told.
Day, man. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there.
Everybody probably already got told it a billion times, but one more won't hurt. So,
No way.
but yeah, Izar, yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, man. I can't wait for it. Was it? He beat Brian Miller, and y'all, but everybody seemed to be super high on Brian. I was hoping to fight him at one point in time in the past, so just being able to watch him win that fight, I was like, all right, well, he's a young upstart, like he's coming to fight. He said yes, and that's all there is to it with me.
Yeah, not only did he beat Brian Miller, he made him look like he'd never really fought before, dude. He did a number on him, man. I was very, very impressed. What do you think about that coming into your fight? I'm a little bit nervous for you, to be honest with you.
Well, it's crazy that that's not crazy. It's funny that every fight actually like when people tell me they're nervous before fights, because it's like, okay, well, I know that means it's going to be exciting, or there's a little bit of intrigue, a little bit of parody. Because I like matchups, where as a fan, where when you see something gets announced, you're like, well, I actually don't know who's going to win. And because some fights you're like, oh, we can see who they're stacking the deck for, but like, this is a even fight, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm excited for it to put on a good show for the people.
Me too, man. I learned one thing, and that's to not underestimate Nick Walker. That you find a way no matter what. I'm just interested to see how this fight plays out, man. So I'm super excited for this fight. I cannot believe that this is happening.
Well, yeah, man, it's funny how things come together, right? Because it's uh before, like 2 years ago, I was fighting primarily people from Buffalo. Then like my last fight, or just fought a guy from Connecticut. Been booked against guys out of state before. So it's like just continuing on that trend, continue on, like in terms of, like, when you look at amateur boxing, it's like super established, and they have the local level. Then you go to your regional level, then you go to your national level, then you go to the international level. You know what I mean? The world level and all that. So I like knowing that. Well, Izar is like an international Muay Thai champ, and Brian beat Brian, who had won other tournaments and other belts and stuff. So it's like, I'm liking the level of competition that I'm facing at this point. I'm liking knowing that I'm taking like I said after my last fight, that I'm taking steps in the right direction, that the opposition's getting better and better.
That title behind you means a whole lot. That K4 title, like they
Yes,
don't give those
sir.
away, man. The people that fight for that
Hey,
title, they earn it. And if you
earned.
have that title, it means you're somebody for sure.
Nothing given, everything earned, man. You should never be comfortable getting given stuff in this game. I even told my coach, and uh Eric Gillette, the Art of Combat promoter, he'll tell you that right after my first fight, like seconds coming out of the cage, he's like, "Hey, good job, man." I'm like, "Yeah, that was fun, but how many fights until a title?" Like he always mentions that to me, and I always wanted to, like, I made it clear in my first K4 fight, I want to keep just coming back, like send the best guys, and eventually it'll turn to gold.
So there was a change of venue. This fight was originally supposed to happen a couple weeks ago. Well, actually, the third, right? So 1 week
Yeah, May
ago.
3rd. Yeah,
And
May 3rd.
so it was originally scheduled to fight in Rochester. Now I got to come to Buffalo, and your home's in Rochester. Does that make a big difference to you?
In a weird way, it makes a difference, but it wouldn't make it like it wouldn't make a good or a bad difference, really, because in a good way, uh well, let me get the bad way out of it. Gotta drive an hour. Like, it's okay, but in change of perspective, I get to go to Buffalo. I get to fight in front of the people that watch me debut in K4. And sometimes, like, fighting in Rochester was cool, but not every fight's got to be in Rochester. So I just learned to enjoy it when it's there, and take the blessing when it's there. And when I get to go to Buffalo or somewhere else, like I fought as far as like Poughkeepsie before, for 4.5 hours away. drove myself for the weigh-ins and stuff. So I'm like, I'm excited. Sometimes it is exciting to fight in front of other people in different venues and get just kind of spread the product out there. You know what I mean?
For sure. I'm more meant like because now you're fighting in Buffalo. It's probably harder for you to get as many ticket sales as you would in Rochester because you're the hometown guy in Rochester. You make some money selling the tickets.
Hey, hey, well, what's great is that K4 has a live stream, so if anybody ain't gonna come in person, which I always encourage you to, like definitely come to the show beyond just watching me fight. The shows are always great, matches are always good, finishes are always crazy. Literally, I can't count on both hands how many times a finish at K4 or even just to fight at K4 has had me jumping out of my seat or just like laughing in pure enjoyment. Like genuinely, you as a fight fan, it's hard for you. It's probably hard for you to sit down at that booth connected to them headphones sometimes.
Dude, if you watch me, like if I'm on video, you see me stand up and sit down, stand up and sit down. Like I gotta like be careful because there's always like all the expensive seats are behind me. So when I stand up, it's a problem.
Oh
Um,
my God. But yeah, in terms of like the ticket sales, I'm not worried about that because it's like the product is still gonna be a product. Hopefully people are either gonna view it live or view it afterwards by buying the pay-per-view, buying the live stream afterwards, you know what I mean? Like they can still watch it. So
yeah,
at the end of the day, it's up to me to bring a crazy enough highlight that K4 wants to post it on their IG page for everybody who want to see for free anyways, right?
for sure. And the website is k4fighting.tv, and you'll hear me and Ray and Ben Field will be the ones calling the action, and we'll be excited for your fight.
My man. And what's good, Ray? What's good?
Hey, what's up, man?
My man. I was
Ray's
about to
always
say, I
like,
was
we just
I was
started,
just
Ray.
saying to I was just saying to Caveman that I enjoy fighting in Buffalo and fighting in front of y'all, like getting to link up with everybody that sometimes don't always get to come out to Rochester either. You know what I mean?
Yo, yeah.
Ray's
Yo,
got to be in the middle.
hey, oh, hey, what's up, guys? Yo,
Now,
Nick, man,
Oh,
you like an awesome fighter, man. Me and Caveman love you. You one of our favorite fighters, and you know, it's an honor to watch you fight.
bro, it's an honor to fight in front of y'all for a good crowd. Like I said, it's an honor to bring a good show. Like I fought now 3 times in Buffalo. I was supposed to have fought for a fourth time, but this just gets to be that good time where I get to bring a title back, get to show that evolution of my game.
we can't wait to watch you fight for this title. And are you gonna end this with a body shot? Because man, you have been fighting the body on everybody that you fought.
Hey man, it shouldn't be exclusive to me. I just think it would be a good decision if fighters did that. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be exclusive to me, just like it shouldn't be exclusive to Empire to have good cardio. But apparently, it is exclusive to. No, I'm just laying. I'm just laying. People come in shape. People come ready. But yeah, like you guys do. But I just like the reputation because it's like beyond just being in shape. It's kind of that will that you know what I mean. That will to keep going. That will to want to win.
100%. And actually, you guys lost the third round in a fight for like the first
Hey, we
time
not
ever at
even
the
go.
last show.
We not even gonna worry about it because Hobie already he's already correct. He's already in the gym trying to correct his mistakes and like get better. Because at the end of the day, like it's barely even everything's just a lesson, bro. Like day after day, like beyond just the fights, every day in the gym, just take whatever lessons you can. You gotta have a good day. You're hitting the combos great, or you're rolling or something. You're doing well, or if you're sparring and doing well, just take the good with the bad. Always enjoy the ups, enjoy the downs, man. Enjoy the journey because I've learned to just be thankful that we can even do this. You know what I mean?
100%. So you're fighting Cruden, and he is 6'5". How tall are you?
What was it? You want me to say like what is listed online, or I'll just say I'll just like I'm like I'm anywhere between how hydrated I am. I'm probably anywhere in that 6 foot, 6'1", maybe 6'1.5", maybe. Who knows? Maybe
So he's like,
we talking shoes on, shoes off. No, I'm playing.
how would they measure him? I like
So
that you said depend on hydrated on like you get taller if you get water, like you're a plant and shit.
well, hey man, I've seen it with some people. I'm not even gonna name names, but I've seen it. But I mean, all that really matters in terms of height is that homie's up there, right? I'm gonna be looking up anyways, no matter how tall I am.
Yeah. I was just wondering how you're gonna land that patented Nick Walker head kick on this guy.
Man, what is it? Flexibility, bro. No, I, I gotta do the train to do the impossible, right? No, I'm just like,
You
You
have to
got
get a chair. I got the
you
short guy
got
Aaron
to
at the
work on
gym.
that hip flexor.
oh yeah, got to, my man.
So going into this fight, how confident are you going to come out with the title?
Man, what did I say on the mic last time, Caveman? I wouldn't be in this fight if I didn't think I could win.
I know, but I got to ask you this question every time because, and everyone watches all these podcasts. So, like, even though
I know,
these are
I
repeat
know.
questions, like, you're a
I know,
champ, man.
but
I got to ask you.
that's my little way of enticing them to go back and study your history, go back and do your research a little bit, because I mean that is like it's a good fight to go back and watch, the one with me and Vic. In my opinion, it's a pretty good fight, pretty fun fight.
I thought it was an
But
amazing fight.
but in terms of this fight coming up, yeah, I'm always confident in every fight because I mean, like I said, when I got into fighting, I mean, I liked seeing famous champions that like beat other famous champions, and I'm like, wow, he was good enough to beat that guy. It's like, but you got to be willing to risk it for the biscuit, man. You got to be like, you gotta put yourself out there to be able to reach that greatness, right? You got to challenge yourself, and I mean, you got to be willing to put in the work.
Gabe Vega was definitely a great fight.
My man, yo, were you there live or watching? Because I was stuck back there all day. I could only go out front to use the bathroom, so I didn't get to see Gabe if he was there live. But I was gonna say, man, that joke was crazy. That fight was rocking, man. That joke was so fun.
Gabe's also fighting for a title on your card. That's gonna be
About
exciting to do. He just I just saw him like smoke everybody at Fredonia at the grappling tournament. So
I
I'm excited.
heard,
I'm excited to watch him.
I heard he did real good. And I mean, I love seeing, like I've been said, I love seeing everybody like continue to get better and do well. Like I like seeing the fact that homie stuck to the grind and continued to get better, because it shows that, like, one, you like it, two, you got a penchant for it, like, keep going with whatever talent you got, you know what I mean, and like continue to grow, continue to do your due diligence for yourself, you know what I mean, like, see, I like knowing that people want to see how far they can go, just like I would, you know what I mean? Like I said, with every day being a lesson, some days are good, some days are bad, some days you're the hammer, some days you're the nail. But at the end of the day, that sun gonna rise tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%. I love the way you say that. And man, that move to WNY for Gabe was a good move for him, I think.
Hmm.
You guys
But
got a bunch
I
of
mean, now that his fight is confirmed, I have a question. So what was the holdup for him getting the shot? I mean, not I know it wasn't anything on his end, but like whatever happened with the other, like the former champ, was it vacated or anything? Is it just an extended break?
I don't know. Like I don't know what happened. He fought MMA the last fight in K4, so he fought Travis Rivolo, and
Yeah,
he submitted
I
Travis
remember that
Rivolo.
fight.
I honestly thought Gabe was going the MMA route, so I did not know he was looking for a Thai title fight.
Yeah,
So that's
I'm
pretty
sure
awesome,
he.
man.
Yeah, but you got to think, with amateur MMA, like here in New York State, you can't use elbows. So I mean, you got to learn to fight with elbows one way, right?
Yeah, you guys got to do it in Thai fights, man. Dude,
Yeah, I mean,
he was throwing some serious elbows in the Rochester promotion.
um,
Like he looked great when he won a title in the other promotion. He looked really good.
what is it? You got me thinking about elbows now, and how Vic was trying to throw them spinning elbows at me. I was like, man, get them jokes out of here.
How do you feel like you're gonna do in a clinch with a much taller guy? Are you gonna be able to land some elbows yourself in the clinch?
Well, we'll see. Well, like I said, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how far I got to reach for him. Like,
Yeah.
we'll see, because I mean, with him being a longer guy, I mean, who knows how he's gonna fight? Are he gonna fight at range? Is he gonna fight close? Like, are we even gonna clinch? Who knows? Like, did Vic, like, who knows if somebody has had a preconception of the fight with me and Vic, with him being like a little bigger than me? Like, I wonder if he fought the way that somebody thought he would have fought me, or if he fought me different to try to switch it up. Can't really assume, like, just gotta be a little like water. Can't really assume too much. Just gotta be ready.
I was trying to get you to spill the beans because it looked to me like he had a little bit of problem in the clinch. And I'm just trying to get into your mind and get into the game plan. It's kind of my job to kind of figure out
Hey,
what you're gonna do.
hey, well, I mean, sometimes I as a fan, I sometimes got to realize that with fighting, sometimes people just do good on both sides. Maybe Brian was doing good in the clinch, and maybe he had to adapt or something. You know what I mean? You guys, like I said earlier, you guys were super high on Brian before his fight because Brian beat Vic in his and Vic's K4 debuts for the 65 title, and he put on a good fight against Vic, but then Vic came back and got even better in my eyes. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and we hadn't seen Brian fight for K4 in a while.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his other fights, man. He looked really, really good. I was excited. I really thought you guys were gonna get matched up, and I was excited to see that.
I was
But
hoping for it because you know how even I get excited to like crack goose eggs and stuff, take people's O's and stuff. He was undefeated, and like I said, when it comes to matchups, you tell me, oh, this dude's got this that. I'm like, okay, cool, like let's run it, let's see what's up.
dude, I can't wait to watch this one, man. I really like Cruden's elbows. He was like throwing them from everywhere, dude. I'm excited to see this matchup. I want to see how he deals with your movement and your body shots. Like we haven't seen him fight anyone quite like you. I'm not that there is anyone quite like you, but to me, it's a very
I mean,
exciting
have
matchup.
you seen him fight other than the one? No,
I only seen the one fight because
I know.
he doesn't have a lot of tape out. There's some clips of
And
him,
he
and
fought in
that's it.
Canada too.
Yeah, he's like an international Muay Thai champ, right?
Yeah, Ray missed that part. He was late. He missed. He missed the opening.
No, I don't. I mean, no. I mean, what is it? No, I'm just thinking about like people's accolades. Because when I think about even like you said with Brian and White, people were high on him like, oh, like undefeated, champ here, champ there. I forget which promotions it was in Ohio or New York, whichever ones he fought in, but he got the K4 and Art of Combat belts. You know what I mean? So that's no easy achievement. Like you gotta, and like even like you said with me and Vic, like I didn't know how many fights Vic had going into the fight with him, but then afterwards he told me he pretty much had twice as many fights as me. I was like, oh, but like I mean, had I had known even that specifically, like I probably would have been even a little more excited for that fight, knowing like, oh yeah, he is experienced, he is coming to fight for real. Like I mean, I still prepared and came ready for the fight, but like I said, when it comes to knowing that my opponents are also excited to fight me, it's like okay, like I like let's put on a good show for the people. It's like not even sell the tickets, but like let's make the people know that come to the show for something you won't never forget seeing.
100%. So we talked to Cruden, and he wanted to know why it wasn't a title for title fight. He said to ask you. So we're kind of like, what happened? How did you guys come about to be fighting for a 65-pound title, not the 75 title, and not title for title? Can you talk about how the matchmaking happened and how the belts came on the line?
Well, I'm in terms of politicking or whatever, dog. I don't know none of that. In terms like the weight classes are the weight classes. Like 70, like K4 did it to themselves already, where it's like the weight classes are 5 pounds apart. Where it's like, and I started fighting at 55, and I never, unfortunately, in my eyes, like you're gonna make me get a little out of character. I was gonna say in my eyes, I wanted to fight for that 55-pound Muay Thai belt, and I thought I earned it. Thought like the Dylan Tharp could have been for it any Dylan Tharp fight could have been for it anyways, and then like won that fight super hard, and so like I felt like a champion from that day, and I was getting ready to fight champions from then on. And that fight was August 2023, and it took until February. You know what I mean? Like to get somebody to actually like, get in the ring, not even to get in because things happen. Fights got accepted and stuff, but it took for all them little things to get pushed back that okay, yeah, I finally got this belt, but realistically we like I want to I'm not just the welterweight champ, I'm the walker weight champ in my eyes. I would have had that 55 belt, I would have took that 60 belt. Frankly, like you said, I was supposed to fight Brian Miller, like respectfully to everybody, and I respect all fighters, and we don't know how a fight would have happened until the two fighters are in there, but I how confident I am in myself. I would have already been the 65-pound champ. He would have been challenging me for my title. What are you talking about?
Right.
But
I was just wondering, like,
but life happened. Happened, and I got what I got, and so we're just gonna continue on the future path. It ain't no problem.
So, did Keith come to you with the weight, or did you guys argue what weight you wanted? Like, how did it go? Like he said, I don't know.
Whatever number comes at me, I say yes because I don't send all that extra messages between me and the promoter, or probably like even the coach and promoter, because I just say whatever will get them to say yes, I want to fight, because I've had too many people in the past try to be like stipulation here, stipulation that, and I'm just like, dog, it sounds like you ain't trying to fight. I'll say yes to whatever, and then they still, don't really, show up. So I'm like, whatever, dog. Like, the weight class is the weight class, the fight is the fight, the rule says the rule set. What's up?
So you're just like, yeah, well, I'll fight whatever way. It's not on me. Like, you just do whatever Keith said. That's cool. Like, that's
Yeah.
kind of what I figured happened. I was just wondering.
Because frankly, you will probably even know what other matchups have been. My name has been tossed around in before I've even heard about them. You know what I mean? So
I know matchups.
So in terms of me, sometimes I don't even know if I'm going up or down at this point. I say yes to whoever trying to fight.
I know a lot of behind the scenes stuff too. So I know that, like, you don't turn down fights and you're always looking for a fight. So I just wanted to ask you, because we did talk about this in the other podcast, and if I talk to him about it, I want to give you. I gotta give you the opportunity to talk about it as well.
I gotta answer. I know you gotta ask, and that's all I'm saying. I gotta answer. And I'm actually almost glad, like I said, because it's not I ain't getting out of character or nothing, but it's just like when you like that, it's fight week, and that little competitive side almost come out, because it's like, yo, like it is time to fight soon. Yeah, you almost remind me. I am getting ready to fight, man. Like, let's run it.
I love that. Let's run it.
No funny, bro, because it's like that's like, I don't know. I used to, before I got into the fight game and realized like how much politicking there like was in like professional boxing and stuff. I used to think like, dang, these fighters used to fight this, and they made all these big money fights, and obviously they wanted to fight each other. And then like I got in the game, and then you hear stories about how this guy really didn't want to fight him, but he decided to take it, and this weight clause and this, that, and I'm like, oh, like, it's not that it takes the stories, but like, you stop seeing stuff with the rose-colored lenses. You know what I mean? And that's why, like I said, like when it comes to the fights getting made, something that is in my control is I can say yes. So I do what I can and within my control to get the fights to get made on my part.
I like that. I know that you're always trying to get fights, and I know you're not scared of anybody. So I love that I get the chance to ask you this. I didn't mean it disrespectfully. I just wanted to be able to clear the air.
It's not disrespectful, bro. It's not disrespectful. It's just it's the relationship between fighter and the media. I mean, y'all gotta ask me my opinion. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, I love that you're all out of character and stuff too. That makes me happy, actually.
What you mean out of character? Well, it's only because I'm more comfortable with y'all now, because I was actually just thinking back, like I said, I started fighting for K4 2 years ago. I'm like, I thought to myself, dang, like I'm tenured. Like each camp almost like I've been a fighter. Like, you either stay ready to fight or you're finding a way to improve. So it's like the passage of time. I've almost like not realized the passage of time. And so I was like, yeah, I should have been like, and that's why I said like I had to believe I was this champion before it actually happened. I believed I was a champion before I finally became one. And it's like and even in that interview, like while I'm saying it, it's so, to me, it like was surreal. Like I wouldn't be fighting for I won the title. Like, I am what I said I could become, you know what I mean? So it's like that kind of confidence like helped remind me like, yeah, you are on the right path, you know what I mean? Like, as long as I stick to what I'm doing, stick to listening to my coaches, like I don't have to be arrogant, but I can be confident within myself, you know what I mean, to get to go out there and get what I want.
That's a great answer. I gotta give a shout out to Livy's one more time. So it's Mother's Day.
I'm not wearing the shirt right now, but yeah, shout out to Livy's Jamaican Restaurant over at 1583 Howard Road, Westgate Plaza, Rochester, New York. 585-529-4450. I know that number off the top of my head, man. I know I can recite it.
Good. The first time we had you on, we almost messed that up. So we got it now.
I need a hit over there. I definitely need a hit there, man. I need that jerk chicken.
Man, shout out to Keith too, because Keith always shows love and posts about us like when he comes through, and like there's nothing more we can appreciate, man.
Yeah.
Okay, man, we gotta go.
Yeah, we do gotta go. We gotta go for sure.
Let's go after K4 on the Sunday.
It's in Buffalo.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, we're closed. Unfortunately, we're closed on Sundays, but you guys could definitely come for we got extended hours right now during the summer on Friday nights, so definitely come out one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Or we can do like a Saturday. You guys open Saturday, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. We should go on a Saturday, dog.
Yeah.
We'll go train at Empire and kick Nick Walker in the head and go get some libbies.
Oh hell
Hey,
no!
I could teach some head kicks, baby. I'm just playing.
Yeah,
You got,
yeah, yeah. For
Nick,
sure.
you gotta
No,
teach me,
Coach
Nick.
don't. I can't teach nothing because Coach don't want me giving out the. I can tell Coach don't want me giving out the sauce just yet. No.
We gotta get Ray working on Rodney and get him in shape.
Yeah.
Well, man,
Work
what
my-
is it?
I need
Ray,
some of that hippie magic.
Ray, we got you, man. Ray, we got you. But, but yeah, man, that's what I was saying before. Like, man, like it's nice knowing that like I've been fighting for K4. I've been on the podcast. I've earned the spot because y'all would if I lost every fight in K4, yeah, you guys would probably talk to me, but you guys would probably also speak a little differently about me in the pre-fight roundups. You know what I mean? But it's like it's the game. It comes with the territory, you know. But like my job, what I can control is to go out there and win the fights, you know. So that's why I go out there and win the fight.
Hey Nick, your skills are great, but you're a great person too. So we respect that.
Thank you. I appreciate it because I'm like, once again, happy Mother's Day. I got a wonderful mother. I got a wonderful father, and they raised me right. I got some beautiful sisters. I got a wonderful brother. Got a beautiful woman next to me, and so like you know, it takes a village to raise a child. So and I'm only 26 now. Like I can still almost say I'm a child in terms of life because really, like I've barely lived a quarter of my life potentially. So hopefully I can keep living until not even just 100, 200, maybe.
Hopefully I could live until Grand Theft Auto 6 come out.
I don't know even with that wrong.
Don't get me started. Oh my god.
So-
Man, like go ahead, my bad.
I was gonna ask you. I asked him this. I got to ask you this. Who's gonna win the 5th round?
Who's gonna win? We'll see if it gets there, man. We'll see if it gets there. I'm sure he said the same thing. Hey man, it's gonna be a good fight. That's all really because like I said, I'm not arrogant, but I come to entertain, I come to fight. Like you come up to one of my fights, you're gonna see a fight. Like you're gonna see some crazy stuff happening, you're gonna see somebody trying to win the fight. Is that the other thing? Like trying to win, like whether it goes a bunch more than a few of my fights been to decision. But you can't tell me there wasn't exciting fights that you would want to go back and watch on like your own time or something.
Oh man, that Vic fight was amazing. That head kick, dude, when it dropped near the end of the fight, like, dude, it doesn't get better than that. And like one of the reasons we really like you is that you are exciting, and you always are trying to finish the fight, and that makes you dangerous, dude. And between that and your body shots, man, like
your body shots.
Hey, and these dudes are fighting like shout out to them, shout out to Gabe, shout out to Dylan, shout out to Brett, shout out to Vic. They all tough. Like you know, they all brought. I had wonderful dance partners. I got as thankfully as good as I did. Thank my coaching staff and the opposition that was put in front of me that I was able to overcome. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm thankful for my training partners too. Like they push me in the room constantly. Like don't get a week off in there. Like you think you're gonna go in there for a chill sparring session, just gonna move around? Nope. I said it after I fought Brett. You know, like y'all are gonna start seeing more of my teammates fighting. You seen Jack. Like you've seen Malik fight Dylan, like you've seen Garrett constantly get better. You see like what is it? Like it's going crazy at the gym right now.
yeah, man. Crazy. You got a lot of guys on this card as well. So
we're you know us, we're always planning to have like hopefully double digits. We could fill out a card every time out if y'all needed.
Yeah, you got Gonzalez. He's fighting 55. That's gonna be a good fight.
Wait, CJ's on the start?
I think so.
Wait, oh no, Corinthian Gonzalez. I was gonna
yeah.
They got say last name. My bad. Because I'm not even gonna blow up somebody's spot, but yeah, Corinthian. Who's he fighting again?
He's fighting Evan Wood from Academics. I don't know Evan at all, but Academics is like a very good Canadian school, so that should be a good one.
Yeah, and I'm sure anybody willing to take fights against us, whether they know who they're fighting, a debut guy or a guy with fights, like respect to them, you know. And shout out to Corinthian. He's been waiting on this moment, so I can't spoil nothing. You know me, I can't give away nothing for nobody if you ain't seen them fight already. But
yeah,
I know homie he just wants it. So all I can say if he's listening is go out there and if you've been patient sometimes you gotta remember to still be patient in the moment, and just go out there and do what you're supposed to do to get what you want done.
Then you got Elijah Sims, dude. That guy is pretty impressive. He's
Oh
taking
yeah.
on James Parkinson from Three Elements, BJJ. I don't know him either, but Sims is impressive, dude.
He came out there and he didn't storm the guy, but I mean, just well placed punches, well placed counters, good head movement,
Yeah,
good defense,
yeah,
and
he
I
looked
mean,
great.
and that's really all you can. That's the most you could ask for from like someone's debut. You know what I mean? Like good composure, like just sticking to the game plan, sticking like listening to what coach is saying, because whatever Elijah's game plan is in his mind, like he went out there and listened to coach and executed, and as you can see, it ended dropped the dude like 3-4 times right away in the first round, and as you can see, he's making a decently quick turnaround, so he's ready and raring to go.
Yeah, dude, he looked. That was amazing. That guy was just like, oh, he didn't know what hit him in that fight. It was so crazy. You can see that his wrestling background. He looked really good. And then Chris Torres, I don't know too much about him. He's taking on Robert Palumbo in a grappling match. What can you tell me about Chris Torres?
All I can really tell you in terms of Chris Torres is, uh, like I said, I can't really spoil nothing because you ain't seen him, but 10 planet 10 planet purple belt, like credentialed, been around the game long time. I'm trying not to give away anything. You know me. Trying not to give anything away crazy. But bro's got a great overall game. Great he's been focusing a lot more on his jiu-jitsu, I'd say like the past year, 2 years, but even his Muay Thai was great, like, ever since I've been at Empire. So I mean, if his Muay Thai says anything about, like, I'm trying not to give away too much for his grappling because I don't know what exactly he's trying to set up, in terms of his traps, but all I know is I've more than likely been hit by every single one of them. That's
How's
what
this
I can tell
wrestling?
you. That's what I can say. Man, he's good, man. He fought MMA, man. He can wrestle. He's good. Good
Yeah.
grappler, good striker. Like, I know it's a grappling match, but it's like he stays in the gym. Like when he wants to do something, like he does it. Like he stays on the mat. He's always ready to go. Anytime I roll with him, he's hell on wheels.
Yeah, Plomo, this guy's taking on Plomo from Western Oregon May is no joke either. That should be like a good, exciting grappling match. It's 6 minutes though, so like we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go for it. Trust me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's hard.
Caveman, was that the guy that grappled with my cousin?
Yeah, that's the guy that beat your cousin.
Oh, so
Gonzalez?
Ray's cousin's a white
Ray,
belt.
when was the last time you were on the mats, Ray?
When his cousin beat him up.
I think the Fredonia tournament, that was a long time ago.
Nah, chill. I'm just like I'm messing with you, man.
You gotta get Ray back in the gym. I try and peer pressure him every day. You keep it up too.
Well, you gotta peer pressure your friends positively for those good life changes.
Yeah, Ray paid to come to the gym, and now his membership's on hold, and I'm just waiting for him to come back. So you gotta come train, dude. You already paid. Just come in and use what you paid for. Come on, dog.
Well, yeah. Who else from Empire we got on this card? Because
That was it. I went through. There's only 4 left.
Because I mean, I usually know who's ready and wanting to fight, but sometimes we don't always hear like whether they got matched or something might be up in the air, and then how it goes. It's a no or something, or he said yes, but then he got hurt 2 days later. You know how it goes.
Yeah, right now we got Walker. That's you. It's easy to remember. We have Elijah Sims.
Use that promo K4 Walker. Oh.
Yeah, promo K4 Walker. Give him credit for the ticket.
Yep, I get that paper, man.
Corinthian Gonzalez, and then Torres. That's all we got on that card.
But it's gonna shape up to be a good card. And I was gonna say, I know this might be an insane question to ask, but have all the fights already been announced?
They have not all been announced yet. There are a couple that are unannounced.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, but none of your guys. Yeah.
I was just wondering if it was like anything towards the top of, because once you mentioned me coming, instead of it being in Rochester and it being in Buffalo, now I'm wondering how late am I gonna fight? You know what I mean? Like
I know the card layout. I can tell you, but I have to tell you off air. There's I think there's 2 or 3 matchups that have not been posted, but they're all lower in the card. There's nothing, no big. I mean, there's some good fights on there, but they're not like like the main event, main draw card.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's what I
can't
was
wait.
gonna say, man. Like I'm liking being close to the top of. I'm kind of liking being close to the top of the card, but I almost miss. It makes me miss the days when like you were kicking it off and like like you got to sit around and enjoy the hype of your win and see the rest of the fights. Because now like I'm kind of cooped up in the back, and then it's like I gotta. But I mean, it puts that pressure. You got to put on that good show. You know what I mean?
You main
Yeah.
event, baby. You main event.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're the main event like that, it's difficult because like you don't even really get to see your teammates fight, really. Like they go out, they come back in, they're all happy, but like you didn't get to see it, so like then you gotta wait usually, and like it
Which
kind of
is once
sucks.
again why I said thank you for K4 for that K4 Fighting.tv and having that
Yeah.
live stream ready to go because I'll have it when I was fighting in Rochester, like my homies were sent out and we put the live stream up and we were watching it and we would hear like the crowd go crazy and then we would see it on the TV.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. I like if you're in the Boomer locker room, they have it playing in the Boomer locker room too.
Yeah, we were there for the last time because I actually got to help warm up some of my teammates and stuff
Yeah.
for the
So
last card. That
if
was
you're in
fun.
the home guys locker room, you get to watch the fights too,
Hmm.
for sure.
And that's what I was gonna say. I like being at Buffalo sometimes, man, because it's like nice little change of pace, nice little change of environment. Yeah,
I think
get to get some more. What do you get to get some more people from Buffalo to see it? Maybe entice them to come out to Rochester, anywhere else that I might fight.
I liked the venue when we were out in Rochester. The hotel was cool, but like Riverworks is pretty bomb. Like
Hmm.
it's such a good place to have fights, especially when it's
Yeah,
outside.
because I mean, genuinely, this ain't like no shade at nobody, but because I don't know how easy it is to get fight venues or to get venues to allow fighting events based on other promotions like past events and stuff. Like I've heard that they burnt a lot of bridges and stuff, and a lot of venues have wanted like combat sports events, but now that their K4s came around, like stuff has been like a lot more reputable these days, so they've been more willing to say yes to like when we want to have our stuff.
For sure. And I know how hard it is for them to get venues and the whole venues and make it happen.
Hmm.
It's a lot of work to be a promoter, man. And I
Yeah.
appreciate everyone that does it. Keith especially because he's
Yeah,
my friend, but all the promoters really do a lot of work to put these shows on. And definitely
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
subscribe to it now.
Yeah, that's why he subscribed to it. Yeah, that's why I always say like, shout out Keith every time. Shout out even, the production staff, shout out to, the sanctioning bodies putting the events together. Because I remember one time I said like, somebody said they didn't like the glitz and the glam of K4, but I'm like, well, realistically, you could go fight somebody in a back alley and you could, get the feelings that you want out, but you're not gonna fight in front of but oh, so you really do want to fight in front of people. Oh, so you do want the glitz. Okay, you do want to record it. Okay, cool. Then just say that. It's no big deal. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, people say like, oh, I'll fight in front of anybody. I'll fight for free. I'll fight. You can fight wherever. It's like, okay, then go fight for free in the back behind the Wendy's or something, bro. Like, it's no big deal.
Behind the Wendy's. STF Media does an awesome job broadcasting all these. STF Media is the one that puts on the shows. Keith brings
Yep.
them in. I think they're awesome. Sean
Gamma does a great job of making sure everyone has their medicals and blood work.
Yep.
Dude, Tom Kilkenny is the man. He's like always behind his people. Like, dude,
Yeah,
I love Tom a lot.
You don't want to fight nobody with AIDS.
No,
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh man, yeah, gotta make sure you have that. I mean, it happened to one of my teammates before it happened to me. You would never. Like I said, it probably would never happen. Thought people would always just have that stuff.
yeah, dude. Like, I think Gamma is probably the best sanctioning body in our area, at least. And
Yeah,
ISK, ISK is pretty good. Like, they're all really good, but I think Gamma does the best job. Their refereeing and judging is always like on point.
so
It's always the
fair.
same.
It's always pretty fair. They don't seem to be swayed too much by like crowd influence or like they never seem to put a guy over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Like the hometown guy doesn't usually win. Like when we're judging the fights, we can say who I can reasonably say who won when we're sitting in the booth. Like their criteria is well established, and they always judge it the same way. And
Yeah,
whether you think that's the right judging or not, it doesn't matter what you think, as long as the judging
yeah,
is
they
consistent. That's what
Mhm.
matters to me. Like, and they're always consistent.
Because, dude, like I was gonna say, I'm glad that the Gamma refs are like kind of with it still, because I've seen not any like sanctioning body specifically, but like I've seen in a kickboxing fight where like you shouldn't be allowed to sweep. I've seen somebody like throw a spinning attack and kind of get swept, and the ref started counting them like an 8 count, and I was like, what? Like, so it's very important to kind like, to have a good ref, or like having a ref that's like not telling you to stop running in the middle of a fight when you're trying to be tactical and move off the cage, when it's like, well, if you were in my position, you would move your feet too, instead of just sitting there and getting punched square in the face.
Yeah, 100%. And like to judge when it's a slip and when it's a knockdown, like that's a tough call sometimes. And I think they do a really good job with that as well. I mean, man, from
Hmm.
Zach to, like all the referees are just really, really
Oh
good,
yeah,
I think.
yeah, they're really with it. Because I mean, you can see they're, even when one championship came to what did they come to Chicago, or was it Atlanta or something?
I'm not sure.
Like whenever they last came to the US, I think they use like gamma sanctioning, and like they pretty much use like that kind of staffing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, for
like the
sure.
national staff, and it really is cool to once you realize like, oh, like these people, like this is their job to like kind of put this product together, so like we can showcase the talent, put on like a show for everybody, because like it's a great experience, and that's why you have to learn to appreciate it, learn to do your part the best you can, because what do I have control over? I can show up for my medicals, I can, try to be on time to weigh-ins and call time for the fights and all this stuff, and just be respectful, be like not give people headaches in the back, but like, some people are divas on fight day, or some people like everybody's different, but that's like, at least to me, it's like, at least I know I can trust these people with stuff that I can't control, and that gives me an extra level of comfort going into these fights. You know what I mean?
100%, man. I like that a lot. There's some guys that like you're just like, man, really? Is this really how the judging's gonna go? Like I've been like shows where you're like, man, this is like some not fair judging, and
Hmm.
like I've never really seen that be too much of a problem with Gamma at all. I mean, every now and then you get like one card that's off, but they get it right like 99.9% of the time, and that's all you can really ask for.
Hmm.
Yeah, Tom usually have a good crew with him.
Was it? Because I remember there have been on the last card, on the last K4 card, people were complaining about like the draws and stuff. And realistic, like when you look at either Muay Thai or K1, it's like a knockdown is kind of an automatic point. And, we go by the 10-point must system. So it's
Yeah,
like, if there's a standing hit or a knockdown, that's a point. We got like, you either got to try to get it back or win the round. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
sometimes you either don't have enough time, or I mean, it's a fight. Stuff goes your way, stuff doesn't. It's kind of like what, like if you don't want it to go that way, you kind of have to try to be a little preemptive. But at the end of the day, you can't control everything. It's a fight.
It was crazy because it was like three draws, but like there was three knockdowns and the guy won two of the three rounds every time. Like
Yeah,
it
so
is
it's
what it
like
is, man. It's just
you
the way it
can't really
goes.
do too much. You either gotta knock him down again, or like you split up the rounds and where it happens, and you know what I mean? Because it's yeah, because oh my god, these just reminded me who they happened to too. Because I just
Yeah.
remember all three draws were bangers, but like
Uh-huh.
people always say like, oh, we want a winner or a loser, but like to me, I mean, I remember the fights being great, because even though they went to a draw, there was no winner and loser. Like they
Dude,
all
every
fought
one
their
of the
hearts out.
draws were good. They were
Yeah.
all really, really good fights. They were like fights of the night pretty much, man. Every one was like so close. And that goes to show how evenly matched K4 is too. Like you got three draws on one card, you got guys that are pretty well matched.
Dude, and that's what I was gonna say too. Yeah, one of those fights that their last names, the last one that happened, Kennedy and like, was it Smith? But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like they were banging, bro. They were swinging, they were throwing spinning stuff, they were throwing crazy hooks, and one of them got dropped, and like it winds up in a draw. And I just remember, like I said, like I don't even really care who won. I just was like thankful that they gave that fight. That joke was crazy.
Yeah, dude. There was so many good fights. Your guy was pretty good too.
Yeah, he was all right. He was all right. Let's see.
Yeah.
What is it? I liked what he said at the end. What is it? He said he wanna he I like how he said he wanna fight pretty much, and that's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you came in the organization, you let your intentions be known. So, just like at that point, like you just gotta show up ready to fight. At the end of the day, this is what my job in the business is like other people's job is to commentate, other people's job is to take photographs, other people's to hold the camera for the video. But my job is to go in there with that cage locks and put on a show.
100%. And you do put on a show, and that's the best thing, dude. You come in, you stomp the ring, like you do a lot of cool stuff. Like you definitely have a lot.
That's why me and Caveman like you, man.
Get
You're a
real
good
energy.
fighter.
I don't know. I
You're a
just
good
do
guy.
everything that feels natural, man. It's just like every time I get in that cage, it feels like this is where I'm supposed to be at this point in time. You know what I mean? Like God works in mysterious ways, and sometimes you start doing this thing here, doing that thing there, and every time not that I stray from fighting, but like every time I start taking steps in the right direction for fighting, I always feel like I'm doing what God intended me to do. You know what I mean? So it's like I always feel like I'm living within my purpose.
So if you win this fight and you win another title, what's next for you? Are you looking at going pro anytime soon, or are you going to stay in amateurs for a while, get some more titles? What's the future for you?
That's the beauty of the level of competition I'm fighting, right? Because at this point, if I'm fighting the best amateurs in the nation, guys, because shout out to Victor because I seen he's gonna represent Team USA in some ISKA tournament in Thailand. So it's like if I'm fighting guys that are fighting on the world level and fight like representing or fight international competition and stuff, I'm not just fighting guys who are because I mean you fight who is available for you to fight, but if it can prove to me that I can contend and beat these guys, you know what I mean? Like, okay, obviously there are low level and mid level pros. Like I think I'm genuinely confident I can beat those guys because it's like, but sometimes when you look at pro, you look at who do you want to fight and you look at the champs and everything. You start wondering, okay, like what steps do I have to take to get there? And in terms of the competition I'm fighting right now, like I feel like I'm fighting who I'm supposed to be. It's only getting better. And if they start running out of people on that amateur level, like I ain't opposed to it. Like genuinely, like I talked to my coaching staff and stuff because it's like that's when everything starts to matter. But genuinely, like when I came to this game, I told you I want to beat the best. I want the best names on my record. And if these amateurs don't want to keep fighting me, I got to find somebody who want to fight somehow.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like when you're starting to beat the level of guys that are turning pro, and you're not getting paid for it, it starts to be like, man, I should start getting paid for it too, And you're getting close to that level. Like if you beat Izar and you do it convincingly, like you should be like close to turning pro, man. Like he's looking to turn pro soon too. So,
And I was gonna say because a lot of back in the day, it used to be a lot of people wanted like double digit, almost 100 fights before they turned pro. Like I'm not blessed to, or I'm blessed with my path, but I wasn't blessed to have done it from being 2 years old and have like 300 fights. You know what I mean? To where
right.
I'm taking like I said, I think me and my coaches we're taking the proper steps and like we've fleshed my game out. We've constantly gotten better. Like with every step, like and that's the beauty of who I fought. Like not everybody knew I was gonna win when I fought those guys. Like they were even matches, but I had to go. But like I came ready and like I continue. Like I showed myself that like yeah, we can keep going. You know what I mean? Like we're taking the steps in the right direction. We can keep getting better. We can keep elevating.
Yeah, and you
like
you grow every fight.
win, lose or draw, that should be the goal to keep getting better.
100%. Like I said, you're growing every fight. You're finding ways to win. Like I didn't even realize how tight that body shot was on Vic until like we talked about it, and I saw it during the fight, and I was like, oh yeah. Like, I didn't realize how tight it was until I went back and watched it after our talk. And I was like, oh god damn, that was clean.
Dog, if there was, and this is like a coulda, shoulda, woulda, but hey man, you almost called it. You almost called the finish. One of you guys almost called the finish by body shot. I was
Yeah.
I was millimeters away. Like I mean, the shot landed perfect, but if I had done it a second earlier, if there was 2, 3 more seconds of the round, what would have happened? You know what I mean? But it's a coulda, shoulda, woulda. We went the distance. I dropped with the head kick in the 5th round. It was a banger fight. Who cares?
Nick, you are the king of the body shots.
Hey, it's like, hey, I was gonna say, man, I've had good coaches, man. My first boxing coach was great. I've got good coach. I've got great coaches now, man. Like what I just keep. It's like I said at the start of the podcast, it shouldn't be exclusive to me, but a lot of people, but everybody wants to punch each other in the face, so I'm not opposed to it.
All right, let's get your prediction for the fight.
My prediction for the fight: all out action, non-stop punching, non-stop kicking. Who cares if it's clinching? Who cares if it's elbows? We're coming to entertain. What if somebody goes to sleep? Cool. If we go to a decision, cool. All I can promise is nothing but absolute action, dog. You get your money's worth when you watch me fight. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on that live stream, that's all. That's what I can predict. Like that's the fight where don't go get your beer, don't go get no popcorn when I'm about to fight. Sit in your seat and enjoy the dang fight.
The fights are just about over when Nick fights anyway. So just you get all your stuff before the main event and sit down and enjoy it. To support Nick Walker, when you buy your ticket online. There's a promo code. You put in K4 Walker, and then Nick gets credit for that ticket sale. And he's an amateur, so that's the only way that the amateurs make money. So make sure when you go and you buy your ticket, you put in promo code K4 Walker.
Mm-hmm. My man,
That's
shout out to K4 Fighting. Shout out to Livy Jamaican Restaurant. Shout out to Valid Girls Fashion and Glam and Styling. Shout out to Ace of Fades Barbershop. Shout out to Rodney Hohenstein for his constant conditioning. Shout out to Empire Academy for always being the place that constantly sharp as a sword, constantly hones my skills. Yeah, heck, even like I said, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Caveman's Corner for the Caveman's bonuses. And
Heck yeah.
Who else? Like, what is it? Shout out
Best
to whoever
buds,
made this
best
dang
buds,
belt.
best
Shout out to
buds,
whoever made this dang shiny belt because this junk is fire.
best buds dispensary.
Shout out. Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out.
Ray, you got a lot of weed there, dog.
Yeah. Hey, it's legal in New York, right? It's
Yeah.
legal in New York, bro.
Best
That
bud
came a long
dispensary in
way.
Buffalo, New York, baby.
That came
Yeah,
a long way.
hopefully they're sponsoring us.
Oh yeah, what is it? They sponsoring K4. They sponsoring the people.
Yeah. So you got anyone else that sponsors you, or you get all your plugs out?
Those are all the plugs. I mean, if for further info, Livy's Jamaican Restaurant, you can check them on Facebook or Instagram at Livy's Jamaican Restaurant. What is it? We got Festive Fridays going on. You can catch us eventually during the International Jazz Fest later on in the summer. You can catch us during Carafest, and this year we got during August 10th or 11th, we've got the 10th annual Livy's Family Fun Day. So I'm sure y'all are probably going to be doing something on a Saturday night. Come out to Rochester, enjoy some good food, enjoy some good vibes. My boy Aaron, he's got the barbershop Ace of Fades. You can get with him at Ace of Fades 1 on Instagram. What is it? You can get with him. I don't know if he takes direct messages on Facebook, but you can get with him, Aaron Buckley, on Facebook. Empire, you know where to find them. Empire Academy, 10th Planet Rochester. If you want to ever come train,
I
Valid
send
Girls.
people there all the time.
Like,
Anytime anyone's going to Rochester, I'm like, train at Empire.
And Valid Girl Styling, my girl, she's getting into she next week, or actually this week, May 15th, her brand Valid Girls is going to be walking and represented in Fashion Week of Rochester, and she is actually getting into if you actually need styling, if you're going on a trip. I know Ray be fly. If Ray and his lady going on a trip somewhere, his lady needs some fits, she can hit up my lady. And she can get y'all right for the IG photos Ray wants to or doesn't want to post, because we don't know what he gets into on his own time, but but you know how it go. We stay fly around here. The business is booming, stuff is getting better. Champion wave only getting better. We added more belts, we added better names on the record, and we're only up from here, Caveman.
All right, man. Thank you so much for your time, Nick Walker. You can catch Nick Walker next Friday at Buffalo River Works. Tickets online. You can get them at the
that's
door.
Friday for the weigh-ins. Saturday we're going to war, baby.
Let's go. All right, guys. Catch you later. Thank you so much for being on. And like always, check out K4 Buffalo River Works Saturday. Just 6 days away now. Fight week. Thank you for coming on during fight week, man. Thank you for coming on when you're cutting. I know it sucks. And we appreciate you. You're in a great mood for cut weight. You must not be cutting too much.
Hey, I gotta have good energy. I gotta bring good content for the people. It doesn't matter how a fighter's feeling. It matters if we feel good enough to put on that entertainment and action for y'all. Like I keep saying, man.
All right, thank you guys, and one more time, thank you Integrity Martial Arts for supporting this podcast. And we are out.
Peace.
Peace.